Have you ever wondered what mysterious creatures might be hiding in America's deepest forests? Today, we meet Emma, a brave young explorer who discovers that some legends might hold more truth than anyone imagined. Deep in New Jersey's Pine Barrens, a vast wilderness of twisted trees and misty swamps, lies one of America's oldest mysteries. For nearly 300 years, since 1735, people have whispered about a creature with glowing red eyes, massive wings, and an otherworldly cry that echoes through the night. They call it the Jersey Devil. Emma thought it was just a scary story until strange things started happening near her grandmother's cabin. Will she uncover the truth behind the legend? Let's discover together what happens when curiosity meets courage in the shadowy Pine Barrens. Every summer, 12-year-old Emma visits her grandmother's cozy cabin, nestled deep within New Jersey's Pine Barrens. The ancient forest stretches endlessly in all directions, filled with cedar trees whose gnarled branches create mysterious shadows even in daylight. Streams of amber-colored water wind through the landscape like liquid gold, and the air always carries the sweet scent of pine needles and wild blueberries. Emma loves exploring the winding dirt paths with her grandmother's golden retriever, Scout. Each morning, she fills her backpack with a compass, notebook, and her grandfather's old binoculars, then sets off to catalog the forest's wildlife. She's already documented 17 different bird species and countless wildflowers in her nature journal. But this summer feels different. The local farmers have been whispering about missing chickens and strange hoof prints near their barns. Even Scout seems nervous, refusing to venture into certain parts of the forest where he once ran freely. Emma notices how conversations stop when she enters the general store and how people glance nervously at the darkening sky each evening. Everything changes on a foggy Tuesday morning when Emma discovers something extraordinary near Sweetwater Creek. Pressed deep into the muddy bank are footprints, unlike anything she's seen, larger than a horse's hoof, but shaped like a cloven deer print, with what appear to be claw marks at the tips. Her hands tremble as she sketches them in her journal, measuring them at nearly 8 inches long. Scout whimpers and backs away from the prints, his golden fur standing on end. Emma's heart pounds as she notices broken branches 12 feet above the ground, as if something massive had crashed through the canopy. The eerie silence of the forest feels different now, watchful, waiting. She knows these aren't ordinary animal tracks. That evening, Emma shows her sketches to Grandmother Clara, who goes pale and sets down her tea with shaking hands. "Child, those look just like the prints my own grandmother described from 1909, she whispers. Clara explains how her great-grandmother witnessed the legendary creature during the famous week of sightings, when the Jersey Devil supposedly terrorized multiple towns. Emma's scientific mind rebels against the supernatural explanation, but her research uncovers disturbing patterns. Every few decades, livestock disappearances spike in the Pine Barrens. Witnesses describe the same creature: horse-like head, bat wings spanning 15 feet, glowing red eyes, and an otherworldly shriek that freezes blood. The legend dates back to Mother Leeds in 1735, whose 13th child allegedly transformed into this immortal beast. Emma realizes the footprints match historical accounts perfectly. 3 nights later, Emma awakens to Scout's frantic barking and an unearthly scream echoing through the forest. A sound like a horse's neigh, mixed with an eagle's cry. Through her window, she glimpses a massive shadow with outstretched wings silhouetted against the full moon. Her logical mind wars with what her eyes have seen. She must choose: ignore the sighting and remain safely skeptical, or venture into the Pine Barrens at night to document the truth. Emma thinks of all the people who've been dismissed as crazy for their encounters. Someone needs to provide real evidence. That's when Emma realized that sometimes the greatest discoveries require facing our deepest fears. Armed with her camera, flashlight, and trembling courage, Emma creeps through the moonlit forest toward the area where she heard the cry. Ancient cedar trees loom like ghostly sentinels, their branches creating a maze of shadows. Her heart hammers against her ribs as every snapping twig sounds like thunder. Scout stays close, his warm presence the only thing keeping her moving forward through the supernatural atmosphere. Suddenly, the forest falls silent. Even the insects stop chirping. Emma freezes as massive wings beat overhead, and she glimpses the creature landing in a clearing ahead. Through her binoculars, she sees it clearly: a magnificent beast with the body of a kangaroo, wings like a pterodactyl, and intelligent, glowing amber eyes. Not the demonic monster of legend, but an ancient, misunderstood creature protecting its territory. This is my chance, Emma thinks, raising her camera. The world needs to see the truth. But as she focuses the lens, the creature turns toward her with surprising gentleness. In that moment, Emma realizes this isn't about proving skeptics wrong. It's about protecting something rare and wonderful from a world that fears what it doesn't understand. She slowly lowers her camera, choosing respect over fame. The Jersey Devil approaches cautiously, recognizing Emma's peaceful intent. Up close, she sees its eyes hold ancient wisdom, not malice. This creature has watched over the Pine Barrens for centuries, only taking livestock when desperate for food during harsh winters. As they share this magical moment, Emma understands that some mysteries are more valuable as wonders than as evidence. The greatest discovery isn't always meant to be shared with everyone. Emma's breathing gradually slows as the magnificent creature spreads its wings and disappears into the starlit sky. Scout wags his tail, no longer afraid now that he's witnessed the gentle encounter. The forest comes alive again with cricket songs and rustling leaves, as if nature itself approves of Emma's choice to preserve the mystery rather than expose it. Walking back through the moonlit forest, Emma realizes she's learned something more valuable than any scientific discovery. True wisdom sometimes means protecting what's special rather than proving what's real. She's grown from a curious child into a guardian of wonder, understanding that some secrets serve the world better by remaining mysterious and magical. The next morning, Emma helps her grandmother tend the garden, but everything feels different now. She carries a beautiful secret that makes her smile whenever she looks toward the deep woods. The Pine Barrens stretch endlessly before her, no longer frightening, but filled with protective magic she's helped preserve. Emma returns home with her nature journal, full of documented birds and flowers, but her most precious discovery remains unwritten. When friends ask about her summer adventures, she simply smiles and talks about the Pine Barrens' natural beauty, knowing some treasures are too special to share carelessly. Every time Emma sees a full moon, she remembers those gentle amber eyes and feels grateful for mysteries that remind us the world still holds magic. Sometimes the greatest courage isn't in revealing secrets, but in protecting the wonder that makes life extraordinary. The Pine Barrens keep their ancient guardian safe. True bravery isn't always about exposing the truth. Sometimes it's about protecting what's precious and misunderstood. We all have moments when we must choose between personal gain and doing what's right for something greater than ourselves. Next time you encounter something different or mysterious, remember Emma's wisdom. Approach with respect rather than fear, and consider whether some wonders serve the world better by remaining magical. You have the same courage and compassion inside you to be a guardian of the extraordinary things that make our world beautiful and full of possibility. What would you have done in Emma's place? Captured proof or protected the mystery? Tell us in the comments below. If this story sparked your imagination, please share it with someone who loves magical mysteries. Don't forget to like and follow our channel. We upload one magical story daily to help you learn English while discovering the wonder in every tale.